This is a walk around of my 1988 Oldsmobile Toronado Trofeo. I just picked this car up yesterday for $1,700. It's a one owner car with 150,000 miles. As you can see, this car is pretty much all original. It came with the window sticker and everything. Very clean, good paint. Take you under the hood. This car is equipped with the 3800 series V6 front wheel drive. This particular car has brand new alternator, brand new AC put in, so that's always a plus. So pretty clean, pretty reliable engine. From what I've heard, they can go up to 250,000 miles if they're taken care of. The Trofeo has flip-up headlights. Also came standard with the fog lights down there. Go ahead and click them on. Kind of a neat look with them. But that's another good thing about this particular car is those work and function very well. On some of the research I've done, this is one of the most expensive Oldsmobiles in 1988. The Trofeo. Check it out. It's got huge trunk, which is always a big plus. Like I said, this car is phenomenal. Very clean car. And this is all the paperwork, maintenance records from every oil change. It's got spare parts where these emblems and stuff are taken off by the dealership at the owner's. The owner wanted them off. It also has, I don't know if this is option or standard, but it's got the automatic closing trunk and power antenna, which power antenna is inoperable right now, but that's about the $60 part. Now for the best part would be this car's interior. It's pretty immaculate. There's only a few spots I've seen with just old age. This is one of the most major spots, which, you know, I filled in a little bit of super glue, but it didn't do a real great job of repairing it. But it's this car is dark blue with the blue leather interior. These seats, they're pretty uncomfortable. Like I said, they have pretty much every reclining option you'd want. They recline. They have tilt. Move forward, up, down, pretty much, you know, like any other seat. It also, passenger and driver has bolster. You can air up the bolsters for the sides and the back for the lower lumbar support. Get in here. It's pretty cool interior for a 1988. They're pretty modern. By 1988 standards. It's got the horseshoe ratchet shifter, which I'm a fan of. Probably one of the coolest parts would be this dash. So it's got the electronic dash, as you can see, 150,000 miles. But it's kind of crazy the technology this car has. We'll go ahead and start it up. So it's got automatic headlights, so it's got daylight sensors, so if it detects it's getting too dark out, it'll recommend you turn on the headlights. There's all kinds of stuff you can kind of cycle through, almost like a modern car. RPMs, coolant temps, battery volts, tells your oil life. It'll tell you your average fuel economy, which I just reset that on the way here, so that's why it's so low. This car should get around 28. It'll tell you your instant miles as you're driving, your miles per gallon, amount of fuel used, and then it'll also tell you your range, which I found that kind of varies. I don't know how much I trust it. Also a cool feature, so it's got a full tank gas right now, but when you're getting low, you can press this gauge button and it'll give you a close-up of your quarter tank to empty. It's also got the electronic tach, which is pretty cool and fairly responsive. Of course, cruise control. Bring it over here to the radio, and climate controls. Like I said, it's got brand new AC, which works really great. It's got the cassette player. It's also got a factory equalizer there, which you don't try to mess with because I'm not very good at it. This is kind of cool. This is actually broken. There's supposed to be a little dial there, but you can switch it from change to just kind of a flat look or a cup holder. And then your center console, nothing special, but you can see it's got cassette places in there where you could set those. Pretty decent sized console, I'd say. Big thing about this car is cigarette lighters. Everybody's got their own ashtray, a cigarette lighter there. Same way with the door, it's got its own ashtray in the door for the passenger. And they also have the same seat controls. In the glove box here, you're gonna find a trunk popper, same way with your gas cap popper. It's got the mirror there, so it can it detects brights and it'll automatic dim. That's what I'm looking for. Pretty nice mirrors up there. It's got like a double adjustable, so you got your bright, low lights. It's kind of a neat feature for 1988. It's a two-door, but it's got really comfortable back seats. Pull down armrest here. One thing I found about this car though is the lack of cup holders. And this here, especially since this is broken, it's not supposed to be like this, so it just freely goes. But this is not a really deep cup holder. That's about the tip of my finger there. So I don't think I'd trust that. But other than that, it's quite a comfortable car. Pretty simple. It runs good for what it is. The Trofeo, from my research, has performance suspension on it, which, I mean, it handles great. I believe, could be wrong, I believe it has an air ride suspension. Because I do hear either a fuel pump or an air pump airing up when I first started up. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes. I also got this car with pretty much brand new tires. It's only had, I calculated up, about 4,000 miles put on it since it was, each year since it was new. But I think it did sit for quite a few years. But that's pretty much it. I looked on YouTube and didn't find many videos of the Oldsmobile Trofeo, so I thought I'd make a short one of this one I just purchased. If you guys have any other input, definitely put it in the comment section. If anything I missed, because I'm not real familiar with this car. I'm still kind of learning as I go. But anyway, there it is.